Hi Fat Troy, Happy New Year. We're going to carry on today writing some more about Chinese New Year. So before you come to do this job, make sure you have watched these videos. They're on the same page as the story was from lesson 1. So we're going to watch Abby get ready for and celebrate Chinese New Year. When you've watched them, then you're ready to come and do our writing job today. Depending on how you're getting on with your phonics will depend on what you write today in this job. If you are still working on hearing the first sound and using flicky fingers to sound out a word, you might just write 1 or 2 words today. So I'm going to think about the things that Abby was doing for Chinese New Year, and that's what I'm going to write down. I have got my letter mat handy, so that if I can't remember what my letters look like, I can have a good look on there. I have also got, and you've got it in your pack as well, a few pictures just to help us remember the things she was doing for Chinese New Year, which might help us out if we are trying to think of some ideas. So I'm going to think about what Abby was doing. What did I like? What do I remember? Oh, I remember that Abby did a special dance, didn't she, for Chinese New Year? She learnt how to do it, and her sister did it as well, didn't they? So I think I'm going to write dance. Now I need to get my flicky fingers ready to do that, to write it down. So dance. Say it with me, say dance. Okay, now we're going to get the sounds on our fingers ready. Dance. And how many sounds did you hear? Listen again. D and dance. Okay, I'm going to write it down. See if you can sound it out to help me out. So what sound did it start with? For dance. Dance started with a d, 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 d. What came next? Flicky finger time. D, ants. D, ants. D, ah. There's an ah next. D, ants. It's a bit of a quiet sound in there. Listen. D, ants. I can hear a s at the end, but what comes before the s? D, ants. There's a in there. Listen. D, ants. So I need to put an and then a s. Dance. If you're doing pretty well with your flicky fingers and sounding out just one word, you might have a go at putting 2 words together. So I'm going to think of something else she was doing, and then I'm going to write about it. But I'm going to try and describe it. Remember, when you try and describe something, it might be telling me what it looks like. It might be telling me what it smells like, or what it sounds like or feels like. I'm going to use my pictures to try and remember something else that Abby was doing. Oh yes, she was looking at some fireworks. So I'm going to write about fireworks, but I want to describe them. Let me think first about how they look. Well, they looked very bright. They looked colourful. They were sparkling. Well, I like sparkling. So I could write sparkling fireworks. Well, what did they sound like? They were banging. What else were they doing? They were fizzing. Ooh, in fact, they were very loud, weren't they? So that's what I'm going to write. I think I'm going to write loud fireworks. That's 2 words I've got to sound out. I'm going to start with loud. Can you hear the first sound in loud? Let's have a look. Is it L for loud or R for loud? That's right, it's a L. L. Let's keep sounding out then. Loud. Tell your grown up the sounds you can hear. Loud. Let's see if you've got them right. Loud. I can hear an ah. Loud. We've not done a w before. That's what it looks like. On our letter mat, here is w. W for wheel. W. Loud. D. 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 Loud. Now, if I write fireworks, my goodness, what a big word to write. I'm going to make it a bit easier for myself. Instead of trying to write the whole big long word fireworks, I'm going to try and write fire first. Fire. Let's listen for the sound it starts with. Fire. Does fire start with a f or an oo for fire? That's right. Starts with a f for fireworks and for fire engine. Because fireworks is another word, I need to leave a finger space. I don't want to squash it next to the word loud. Fireworks is a brand new word. Right. Fire. F-I-ya. Oh, that's quite tricky, isn't it? Have another listen and then tell your grown-up what sounds you can hear. F-I-ya. F-I-ya. See if we've got the same ones. F-I-ya. Fire. With an at the end. Fire. Now we can write the works bit. Works. What sound does it start with? Is that sound again, isn't there? Let's see. The sound is w again, but can you remember which one it looked like? Was it that one? Or was it that one? Yeah, it was w for wheel. So I need my w again. Let's sound out the rest of the word. Works. 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 Tell your grown-up the sounds you can hear in works. Okay, let's see if we've got the same. What? I can hear an what? Work. Work. There's a very strong k, but there's a very quiet work. Firework. Goodness me, what a big word that is. F-I-ya. F-I-ya. Works. Fireworks. Loud fireworks. Well done. Now, if you are really super smashing at sounding out even big words like that, then we're going to have a go at writing some sentences. Remember, you don't have to write the same things I write. In fact, I would really like it if you had your own ideas for writing. But we'll have a little go at writing a sentence together. Our sentence is going to be about what Abby does to prepare for and celebrate Chinese New Year. Because I'm talking about Abby, I'm going going to start my sentence with this word here that's at the bottom of your sheet. Does anybody know what it says? It is a high frequency word, and actually it's one of our tricky high frequency words, which means you can't sound it out. You've just got to know what it looks like. Shall we read it together? It says, she. Say it again. She. And this is here because it's a new word for us and it's a tricky word. So I've put it at the bottom so that when we do our writing, you can look at it and spell it correctly. Okay? She. Now the reason I need to use she is because I'm talking about Abby, and Abby is a girl. If I was going to talk about Abby's brother, I wouldn't use the word she to talk about what they did. What word would I use if I was going to talk about her brother? Yeah, I wouldn't say she did this, I would say he, because he's a boy. It's not a she, he's a he. But because we're talking about Abby, we're going to say she. I'm going to look back at my pictures again. What other things did she do? And then I'm going to try and put it in a sentence. Ooh, I'm going to start with she. She had some red envelopes. She saw some red lanterns. She had some special food. I think that's what I'm going to write about. I'm going to say my sentence again. She, remember our word, she had some special food. So, when I come and do my writing now, I'm going to use my special word, she. And straight away I can write that down. She. I'm looking carefully at how to spell it at the bottom. She had. Had has 3 sounds. That's quite an easy one to sound out. Sound it out with me. Had. Had. She had special. Say that word. Special. Sp. 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 Ooh, special. Special. There's a sh sound. That's another new sound for us. We have looked at it in class before. Can you remember which one? Use the pictures to help you out. Special. Is it sh for chocolate, sh for shoe, or sh for thumb? Yeah, sh for shoe. So sh uses a s and a h sound. Special. Special. Special food. Food. Special food. And I'm going to use one of these. Oh, you can't see where. One of these. What's one of those? Remember, we have talked about them a little bit. Because it's the end of my sentence, I need it to stop. So I use a full stop. She had special food. That's quite a lot of writing to get done. Try not to do the same ones as I do. Try to have your own ideas for the things that Abby's done. There might be things you can remember that aren't on the picture sheet. Think back to the videos and talk about your ideas with your grown-up, and then see how far down the writing job you can get today. Have fun!